Hey guys, it's Vi. How's it going? I hope you had a good week. I did. I must warn you right now at the beginning of this video that most of the news I've got for you is Sims related stuff. And that's because this last week was kind of full of Sims everything. So there's my tiny little disclaimer right now that you're gonna have some Sims 4 stuff being talked about this week. So last video, we were on vacation. We went camping and, excuse me, my nose itches. I think my allergies are coming back, unfortunately. Last week, we were on vacation. We had gone to the beach with my in-laws and everything, and it was like super fun. And I came back feeling very relaxed. It was wonderful. But I stopped telling what we did on Sunday because I wanted to save it for this video. So I realized that my video was really late last week, and I do apologize for that, but you know, it happens, and I warned you prior. Don't say I didn't tell you. But anyways, so I'm gonna jump right in. This is August 2nd through August 8th. This is my week in a nutshell. So on Sunday, like I said, we were at the beach, we were camping. We ended up getting up in the morning. Okay, so there was a big old storm that came in that night. And we woke up and the tents were all wet, and it was all wet out there, obviously, because, you know, it rained last night. But anyways, we got everything all packed up. We had, I want to say that we had breakfast burritos for breakfast. Very good. And we said goodbye to this. And we also said goodbye to Chantel because she wanted to stay behind and continue having her vacation with her cousins and her grandparents. So we brought the boys home because they were too homesick not to come home with us. So this week I have had Chantel at Grandma's. So no Shani. We've had Tyler, Caden, and Aria here at the house. So it's been kind of different having my 3 young ones, and my older one is missing. I miss her a lot. But anyways, I'll continue. So we said goodbye to Chantel and let her stay. And we drove the 4 hours or whatever it is. I think it's about 3.5, 4 hours. So we drove back home. And when we were almost home, we get a phone call from my parents because they were out of town, I think, and they wanted to see us a little bit. And they knew we were on the way home. And so they wanted to hook up for dinner. So we ended up going out to like a Sherry's dinner, which was fun. It was just kind of nice to kind of share our adventures from the past week. Yeah, you guys can see that's kind of creepy. I have the windows open. It's a little bit breezy outside. It's supposed to rain, possibly, more like little sprinkles, but it feels so good right now, so I have the windows open. I was struggling with the lighting in here so bad this morning, trying to get this recorded, and this is the best it gets, so I hope it's not horrible. But in exchange, I had to put all of my blinds down, even though the windows are open right there, so the breeze is gonna blow them, so I hope that's not incredibly boring. But anyways, after we had our Sherry's dinner, my mom and dad were nice enough to watch Aria, and we took the boys to the movie theater and we watched Pixels. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. I haven't seen an awful lot of stuff on any of my social media sites. You know, Twitter's been pretty quiet. I know there was a big hype that everybody was excited to see Pixels, and then I didn't hear much about it. Truthfully, in my opinion, it wasn't that good. I think that the best parts were actually shown on the trailer. But despite that, my boys thought it was like the best thing ever. So they enjoyed themselves. They said that that was the best day ever, and that was the most awesome movie, and it was their favorite movie they've seen this year. So for them, it was great. For me, it was okay. I think it was more fun being able to take my boys to a movie than anything else. So we went and watched Pixels. And then, let's see, I'm gonna skip to Monday because that's pretty much it. We drove all the way home, and then we had dinner, and I think Pixels got out like, I want to say it was probably like 10 o'clock at night. Maybe it was a little bit earlier than that. Maybe it was 9. I don't know. So we kind of just came home. We got everything unpacked. We were like, oh, we're home. I had an amazing night of sleep for sure. My bed. I missed my bed. It was good seeing Diamond. She missed us too, so it was nice to see her. Gosh, my nose. I'm so sorry. This is like not cool. But anyways, on Monday, the boys spend a lot of their time playing outside. Grandma and Grandpa had gotten them a boombox with a CD player, and my boys don't have anything like that. So they were having the most fun with that outside. They took it outside. They had it hooked up in the garage because we have a little plug out there. So they were listening to music, finding radio stations, dancing, just kind of having a lot of fun. So the boys spent a lot of time outside, which I cannot complain about one bit. So they were outside doing that for the most part. Since they were tied up outside and Aria was kind of minding, sort of, I was able to officially get the first 2 weeks for my kids' homeschool completely done. So when the books came in, when I got them a couple months ago, I had kind of done like a rough draft of things I wanted to do for their first couple weeks and everything. I had started to compile some information, print off some worksheets, and read their materials. But on Monday, that is when I actually went and I took 3 different levels of school with 5 or 6 different subjects, whatever it is for each. And I planned out the full 2 weeks. Proud mom right here, because that's a lot of work. The curriculum I have right now, it doesn't like break it down. They have some really nice ones that are already planned out for you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to go, oh, we're supposed to do chapter this through this on this day. No, mine, I have to plan all of it. I like it because then I can pick and choose what I think needs like more time and stuff. So, but it is a lot of work. So I was really proud because I got it all done. I got the calendars printed out for the year. I got the first 2 weeks for all 3 kids done. So that was like the main thing that I did on Monday, and that was awesome. So when Tuesday rolled around, I needed a break because I worked so hard on Monday. I was up really early because Will had to go to work super early and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I decided to be kind of productive in the YouTube simming world. As many of you know, I do the Drifter Challenge. I created that and it's like grown exponentially. I cannot believe how much it's grown. But I have a bunch of people on YouTube that I follow that are also doing my challenge. And they're doing Let's Plays. In my queue to watch, I had over 80 videos. I watched them all that day. So on Tuesday, I watched more than 80 Drifter Challenge videos. And there were a couple other stuff mixed in there as well. But I literally caught up on like 7 different drifters, I think it was. So I know that like totally shot the rest of the day. I mean, obviously I took care of my kids. Obviously we ate dinner and lunch and breakfast and we did all this stuff and I had laundry going and that kind of thing. But the bulk of my day, no joke, was video after video, more than 80 drifter videos, and I caught up on everybody. One of these days I'm going to learn that I can't handle it all, like I've told you before. But yeah, I wanted to experience all of it. I want to support all of my drifters and all of my friends, my viewers, my fans, anyone who, I don't know, I really want to be immersed in what you're doing and everything. So I spent all of Tuesday watching all your videos. So yes, I love you. And I loved all the videos and it was actually really fun. And like I said, it was nice to have like a down day after having worked so hard on Tuesday. So on Wednesday, super exciting for me. Wednesday, this is for my simmers. Wednesday, I launched the Drifter Challenge house number 6. So those who do know all about simming and drifters, that's fine. Those of you who don't, every single month I release another house in the Drifter Challenge. So this marked the 6 months that I've been doing that. So as kind of a surprise, I launched it an hour early. I've been doing midnight launches now for the past 3, maybe, yeah, I think at least the last 3 houses. I've done midnight launches. And I did an 11 o'clock launch instead. Kind of like 6 months, surprise! So that was exciting because I got to launch early, and it's always exciting because it was another house challenge, and I always want to see, you know, how's it received? What do people think? That kind of thing. And I'm excited because it's another mini challenge that I've come up with. And I don't know. So that's what happened on Wednesday. That's what Wednesday was. One of my friends also had a live stream that she was playing the Drifter Challenge, Manda Sim Tales, and that was a lot of fun too. So I launched as well. So those were the two main things. I'm telling you, it's packed full of Sims and YouTube and Drifter Challenge kind of information this week. So on Thursday, see, I'm just going to keep going because I don't want to dwell too long on certain days. And yeah. Anyways, on Thursday, Will got up early again to go to work, and I could not go back to bed. So I stayed up. So I got up really early, and honestly, I miss my daughter. She called, Chantel. She called probably at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'd already been up, and I was, you know, tinkering around on my computer, drinking my morning cup of coffee, watching the videos I watch every morning, and I get a phone call from Shani, and I'm hoping that she wants to come home. And she doesn't. She was calling to say that she is planning to go camping again with her cousins, this time to another place at the lake. And she didn't want to come home because I had so many fun things planned there. So I couldn't say much, you know. If she wants to stay, that's fine. I miss her. I know she's coming home, but I'm not sure when she's coming home now. Like, I absolutely have no idea. Like, I expected that we were going to get her this weekend, but she's going to be gone camping. So hopefully she's having fun. I can't remember exactly everything they had planned, but I think she said something about ziplining. So she should be having a lot of fun. And so yeah, I talked to her on Thursday, and it made me really miss my daughter. Because now I'm surrounded by a bunch of boys and a tiny human that made my Friday ridiculous. Okay. I love Aria to death. I really do. But Friday, she tested my patience. Big time. She was into everything, and she was throwing temper tantrums, and it was like, where have you come from? My very good-natured child is a monster! So, I don't know. I do some texting on the Facebook app. You know, I do texting there. And there's a sticker, and I don't even know how I would get it into this video. But there's a sticker of this little penguin that's dressed up as a pirate, and he's brandishing a sword. Now, if I could, like, I wish that I could have taken a picture of Aria at the time, because I swear, for the most part that day, clone. They were like identical. She was crazy. She was swinging around clothes. She was running up and down the hallway. Like I said, there were temper tantrums and you name it. She was into absolutely everything. My house was completely destroyed. We had clothes folded up nice on the couch, and they came down. All of the toys came out. Chantel's room. Yeah. We're going to have to fix that up together. That's not so cool. So, aside from, let's see. Yeah, oh, that's right. And she didn't even take a nap. So, aside from, well, she did take a nap, but I'll take that back. Aside from a maybe 45 minutes to a 1 hour trip in the car, Aria did not even take a nap. And I think she was awake until 9:30 at night. She just had so much energy. It was crazy. But anyways, the other thing that happened for me on Friday, which was so unexpected and so wicked awesome. So my friend, I'm not going to name who, but a very, very, very great friend of mine, bought me a game called Life is Strange. And you can find it on Steam if it's something that is interesting to you. So what I can kind of chalk it up to being is kind of like one of those choose your own adventures. So you have your character, and you're playing real life. You know, you're at the school, you do things, you pick stuff, you look at all the different stuff around. I don't even know what kind of a game you would really consider it being. It kind of reminded me of something similar to like Myst, or I played a game a long time ago called The Longest Journey. Same kind of thing, where you look around at your surroundings and you try to, you know, sometimes there's puzzles or something to solve. This one doesn't really have too many puzzles per se, but, you know, you check out your environment and you choose your different path, and, you know, you make decisions, and certain things you can rewind, and I don't know. But honestly, it was super fun. It's a game that has 5 chapters, and this friend of mine bought me chapter 1, and I actually stayed up and I finished the entire chapter. So I'm ready to buy chapter 2, and then chapter 3, and then chapter 4, and end the story for chapter 5, because now that I'm like into the story, I feel like I've literally just scratched the surface and I want to finish it. So if anybody has played Life is Strange, leave me comments down below, because I don't know. Don't give me any spoilers if it's anything past chapter 1. But if you want to talk Life is Strange, talk about it in the comments below and I'll respond, because I'm curious what your thoughts are. And do you like the game? Do you play it? Are you planning on getting the other ones? That kind of stuff. So that was awesome because they gifted it to me. It was just something that came up in conversation and we had talked about it just briefly. And then I was surprised with a copy of the game in my Steam game launcher. So that was like beyond awesome. So my friend, you know who you are. Thank you for the game, and it was super fun. And if anybody wants to check out Life is Strange, I recommend it. Was pretty good. It's got a little bit of language, but aside from that, it's kind of cool idea. It's kind of fun game. So enough about that. On let's see, Saturday, which was yesterday. Yesterday we did a whole lot of not a lot. We picked up all the mess that was in here from Aria's rampage on Friday. So my house looks better than it did. Not fabulous, because I do have minions at the house once again, so it is still a kind of a mess. But anyways, we did a lot of vegging. I didn't do a lot. I kind of had nostalgia take over, and I opened up my Sims 1, the very original game that came out 15 years ago. I popped that in my computer and I started it up and I played, and it was really fun. You know, I've been all about Sims 4 ever since it came out. But I don't know, I just felt compelled to dive back into Sims 1 for a little bit, so I think I played a couple hours of that. We did have a movie night here at the house, so we watched a movie, and I don't really want to give the name of it simply because I don't. It wasn't a very good flick. It was too negative for me. If you're curious the movie that I watched, leave me a comment down below, and I will tell you what we watched. It has some really big names in it, and so I was excited, and I thought that it would be a cute chick flick. I guess it would be considered a chick flick still, but it wasn't your happily ever after necessarily. It was, I don't know, it was kind of rough. So it wasn't that great, but it was kind of fun nonetheless, because we stayed up late with the kids, and you know, the kids obviously don't get half of it, but they still had fun watching it. So we had a movie night, and we had popcorn, and we had sour Skittles, which are really good. If you haven't had them, you need them. They're really good. And we had red vines. So like our diet kind of went out the window for the evening. But anyways, today we have something very fun planned. I am actually filming in the middle of part of the stuff that we did, and right before we leave to go do something else. But I don't want to tell you what we are doing or what I have done this morning so far. Boop, mom's the word, not gonna say. Hey, it keeps my viewers coming back, okay? So you guys have to come back next week to find out what I did today and find out what happens the whole next week. So that, my friends, is August 2nd through August 8th. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of My Real Life Fairy Tale. This is everything that happens at the Room Nap household. You can probably hear everything happening outside. I've got minions at the house now, so if you could hear them, then booyah, you could hear them. So this is my real life, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, it's probably over here. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more. I try to put these videos out every Saturday or Sunday. Usually on Sunday. I try to put these out every Sunday, so check back next week. So, until next time, guys, take care. Bye.